Well, hello and welcome to the NFM Live special edition Back to Campus episode. My name is Andy, and over the next period of time, I'm going to be walking through some of the elements that you'll be thinking about and how to best prepare college living space, whether it's a dorm, an apartment, maybe it's a sorority, fraternity house. I've brought some experts along, our own personal RAs, if you will, to help really guide us through these questions and help turn something that could be full of stress into fun. So I want to introduce my teammates that I have here today. Our first RA, we have our sales professional who knows about all these products inside and out, Samantha.
I'm the fun RA, by the way. I'm not going to get you in trouble.
It's only about fun here. And thank you so much, Samantha. We're excited to spend time with you.
Thank you, Andy.
We also have our current college student and intern, Ella.
Hi.
Well, hi, Ella.
Hi.
I'm still in college. I'm entering my junior year, so I hope to give some insight into what college living is like right now.
And so speaking of college insight and living situations, let me ask, have you lived in a dorm?
I have.
Great. Have you lived in an apartment?
Sure have.
Okay. How about a sorority house?
I have and will be again this semester.
Fantastic. So we hit the trifecta. So this is perfect because whatever your situation is, we've got you covered. As for me, it's been 30 years since I was living in a dorm. However, this is helpful information for me because my son will be going to school later this month, and I am interested to hear what y'all have to say and learning some valuable pointers along the way. So before we get started, and we're going to show you every aspect of your living quarters, which, as we know, when you're talking college spaces, space is at a premium. So many of these living quarters are multi-versatile, multifunctional. And so with space being a premium, we're going to be identifying products that really help tailor your needs and wants into something that's fun and functional. So let's start now with our living quarters. And I see in front of us here, we've got a futon, or as some folks might refer to as a click-clack, which serves a dual purpose of being able to sit on a sofa, but sleep in a bed. Samantha, what can you tell us about this?
So I had never heard of click-clacks. That's kind of something new to me. We always refer to them as futons. You're younger. You know them as click-clacks. So the nice thing about our click-clacks is we have so many different colors. It's so versatile. You can customize it if you want, get your favorite pop of color. Or if you want something a little bit more neutral to go with everything in this space, so many different options to choose from. When it comes with the click-clacks, you also have some nice little pieces of chairs. If you do want a pop of color that way, they're so nice to throw in. They're small too, so they don't take up a whole lot of space either. Same with the click-clack. Even when it folds up, it's super compact, but it still can hold 3-4 people easily. And when it folds down, it makes into a pretty comfortable bed for you as well.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. And I want to remind all of our viewers, we are giving away a $200 NFM gift card. The only thing you need to do to apply is either submit a comment or a question, and I'll be able to follow along, and we will address those questions as they come in. And at the end of this stream, we will be announcing the winner. So who knows? It could be you that will be winning the $200 NFM gift card. So let's take a tour around. Well, let me ask you, This isn't just your everyday run-of-the-mill table.
No, this is not. So this is a table that is so functional with storage. You have drawers. So if you want to hide some of your storage items, you don't want it out in the open, but also we have the open storage as well. So if you do have a favorite little knickknack that you want to show off, it's a perfect spot to put it. Or if you need quick access with books, pens, anything like that, you can get to it very, very quickly. They also come with side. So if you like the whole aesthetic of this table, multiple options as far as colors, anything like that goes. Same thing. You have your open storage. You also have your hidden storage as well.
Well, fantastic. Well, Ella, I don't want to put you on the spot here. Don't worry. I don't think your parents are watching. But what I was thinking when you were talking about these hidden storage spaces is when Parents Weekend comes around and you want to make it look like things are nice and neat, you can just quickly cram a lot of stuff in there.
Sure. Yeah, I think anything that can look nice like
Mhm.
just in general, but you can also keep things in it is really helpful because you don't have a lot of space in a one room dorm or even in an apartment. So I think just random things like my makeup or hair items, I always put in drawers so that they're not out in the open when I have people over and that's the first thing they see. So anything that has hidden storage compartments or even seating like this, I would put my shoes underneath my couch, underneath my bed, just because you don't have a lot of space. Storage is definitely at a
And
minimum.
it's not on the floor for someone to trip over. or something
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah. So anything that you can use for storage that also looks nice is winning.
Oh, this is excellent. Some questions are pouring in. Keep them coming, please. And there's some questions that pertain to other elements of the spaces that we will be getting to, so we'll address those when they come in.
Perfect.
We did have a couple questions about the futons.
Yes, the click clack.
The click-clack futon. Now, I think the answer will be the same for both,
Yes.
whatever you call
Okay.
it. You mentioned comfortable for 3 people.
Mhm.
And is there, do you know a weight limit for that? Is there an approximate weight
So we
limit?
don't necessarily have a weight limit, but I guarantee if you go to nfm.com and you type in click clacks, there will be an assortment that'll pop up. That'll give you dimensions, specs, color options, anything like that. So please go to nfm.com, take a look at our inventory, and I guarantee you will find something with that specific weight restriction, I guess.
Perfect. No, perfect. Thank you very much. And another question did come in on how much
Mhm.
this specific one cost.
Can
It
you
is
take a look,
below
Ella?
$360. To be exact, $359.99.
And I mean, if we all take a seat right now, the three of us,
There's plenty of room.
there is, I have so
We
much
could fit
space
2
even
more.
over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on over,
Easily.
guys.
Yeah, it's always a party, right?
For
So-
sure.
Absolutely. I mean, pretty room.
Whoa, elbow room. Who needs it? But yeah, the more the merrier.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, excellent. Well, so this was great checking out this space. Lots more areas to check out. Let's work our way around our showroom display here.
And as we are looking around, you see so many cute little knickknacks on top of everything. We have designers that actually come through, set up each one of these. So if you need some inspiration for your room, for your dorm, anything like that, please come through. They set them out specifically to match everything. And I think our decorators, our interior designers do a great job of showing all what we carry.
And I think all of these fun little items are the easiest way to make your room like you.
Yeah.
I think dorm rooms are all very generic and everyone's given like the same thing to start with. So whatever you can get to make it personalized to you is really fun. And a lot of these are at really good prices. I'm noticing as well, like things I totally would have picked up for my own room when I was a freshman.
So let's dive into that a little bit, Ella. Okay, you're here, you're in college.
Sure.
Okay. Looking at these items here, tell me what stands out to you. What would you pick specifically for yourself?
Ooh. Trying to see my favorite thing. I like this wallflower. I guess I don't know if that's the exact word of it, but this fragrance flower. We always had some sort of fragrance in our room, and this is a really nice looking one too. You can see it looks like a real flower with a base. So it's a really easy way to make your room smell really nice, but also like look nice on an end table or a desk or something like that. This is definitely something I would have grabbed for sure.
And I think these are so cute, whether
Those
it's
are adorable.
makeup brushes, pens, pencils, anything that you need for back to school. I even think a really cute flower vase would be
Yeah.
adorable in that as well.
Oh, for sure. Flowers would be really cute in here.
I mean, it's safe to say that accessories can make or break the room, right? And you don't want to be known as one of those rooms that are broken, right? So
No.
you want to have a good smelling, well accessorized room.
And like
Okay.
she said, you can express yourself just by these little knicknacks that we have spread across the displays.
Yes, and speaking of like multifunctional, like this is artwork, but you can also tell what time it is.
You know, when you're
So-
running late for class.
Or when you're making sure you're not late for class, right, Ella?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Go to
says
class.
yes.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so another question that came in just in general about shopping here. Can we do pickup orders?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whether that's you coming into the store the day of or shopping online, place your order, drive through pickup. Usually you can do same day pickup if it's a smaller item.
There was a question about coffee tables. Do we have any coffee tables that happen to raise up?
I'm not sure about that, but once again, our website has all those answers for what we have in stock, what we have available. Go to nfm.com, take a look at what we do have available. Give
Yes,
a
and,
comment chance to win.
And there was a question that
Yeah.
came up about space-saving beds, and that's really where the click-clack,
Futon, click
slash
clack.
futon comes into play, that multiversal,
Absolutely.
multi-purpose.
Especially if you don't have a lot of room, you know, that's a it's a couch, but also turns into a bed.
And I would say too, depending on what stage of life you're at in college, like your first couple of years, you'll probably be living in a space where you already have a bed given to you. But I had a lofted bed my freshman year, and I had seating underneath just like this. And when my friends would come in from out of state to visit me, we'd always turn it into a bed. It was perfect for like just hanging out during the day because I don't like to study in my bed. So having another place to sit was really nice. But then the dual functionality of having it turn into a bed is really nice as well when you do have friends over. So that's a fun thing.
Excellent. No, thank you. And remember, if you're just tuning in, we are giving away a $200 NFM gift card. All you have to do to be eligible is either submit a question or provide a comment. Seeing some great comments saying, Ella, very insightful. Great to hear the college perspective.
Thanks.
And Samantha,
Absolutely.
you're getting some rave reviews about your product knowledge and
Heyo.
showing just how easy it is to shop at NFM.
It's NFM makes it so easy. We have an assortment and a whole array of items. So stop on in and look at our website.
Yes, thank you very much. And so, okay, so we've talked about accessorizing. We've talked about some of the living quarters.
Yeah.
Why don't we now go into appliances and being able to maybe do some small cooking or preparing, like, I don't know, are there any coffee drinkers out there today? Is that a thing? Oh, okay, I see some hands up.
Guilty.
100%
Your
who took the
Every
survey.
day.
Well, let's make our way over here where we're showing some of the accessories that y'all have identified might be like some really great hits when it pertains to college.
What would you have loved to have like your first year in college?
I think must-haves. We had always had water purifiers and a coffee maker. But this is something that I wished I would have had. It's an air fryer. I was always like a microwave cooker in my first dorm room, and I was lucky I had a microwave in my room. Not everyone does. So if you don't, then that's definitely something I recommend because you can make almost anything in a microwave. But air frying is a way to make more healthy food if you want to step out of like the dining halls or just ordering food. You're able to make a lot of things in an air fryer that you could in an oven or like on a stovetop that you wouldn't have in a dorm room. So I think those are really versatile cooking items that are dorm safe because a lot of appliances are not dorm safe as well. Like you can't have open flames in many dorm rooms.
I didn't know that.
Or things like that. Yeah. So this is definitely something that's safe for dorm room, but also really functional.
And this is just simple, plug it in.
You just plug it in and it would fit really nicely like just on an end table, or if you have any counter space, that would be really nice. But I mean, it's something that could also transfer to later living. Like I lived in an apartment this summer and we used our air fryer.
I use my air fryer every day. And when it comes to the air fryers, we have so many different options, styles, sizes. So if you are looking for something maybe a little bit bigger to fit some more items in, so many different sizes.
This one's good for a dorm room. It's just a pull-out drawer.
Yep.
But you have to have a water filter, I would say, in college for sure. If we're talking other things, you don't want to just be drinking straight from the tap, but it's nice to always have a water bottle on hand and you don't want to pay for like plastic water bottles all year. So this would just fit on a faucet. So you don't even have to worry about like storing anything in a fridge if you don't have that. It's
because
really
when
nice.
you have the little small dorm fridges, you can't
Exactly.
necessarily fit a big Brita filter inside of that. It's wasting up a lot of your space for your food, other things. So just having something that attaches to your faucet, game changer.
Yeah.
And then what about your coffee, since you love it?
Yeah, Keurigs are a big one. They're super compact usually. And this one also, on top of hot coffee, I can see like cold coffee, iced coffee and lattes. I'm a cold coffee drinker.
Especially in the summertime.
Yes, but this is always really nice. You can get it started like when you're getting ready for the day. And it's a nice like tie-in for roommates if you have them. Like me and my roommates would always make our coffee together or share it, or like we'd try each other's K-cups that we liked, like different flavors.
Well, and if you have a roommate you know is getting home from class, it would be nice to have an iced coffee or something ready for them when they got home from a stressful class.
Yeah, it's definitely like a little extra social aspect too.
For sure.
Living in a dorm, which is fun, but I've never lived in a room without a Keurig.
So air fryer, coffee maker would have been a game changer for you your first year?
100%. Otherwise, I would have been spending a lot more money on caffeine because this saves a lot of money too than buying Starbucks every single day or something like that. I don't know, or whatever coffee's on campus.
Also, you had mentioned the air purifier.
Yeah. So one thing about living in college is that you're going to get sick first semester probably. You're living in a building or in an environment with a lot of different people. And so there's a lot of germs going around and you don't know like what dust is in the air either. Air purifiers are super nice for people who generally have like allergies or even just living in general. We always had one in my room and it definitely, I think, helped with
for sure.
kind of getting over those things quick and just breathing nicely. Yeah.
So we've had a lot of questions coming in this area.
Okay.
So
absolutely.
The Ninja, we've got a Ninja blender here. A specific question is, do we have Ninja Slushy.
I believe we do have Ninja Slushies here on the floor, once again, online as well, nfm.com.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, because these are just some of the choices that we picked out. We've got a wide range of products to choose from, colors and variations. Also, there are questions about microwaves, fridges, toaster ovens. We have plenty of those.
So many styles, so many colors, different varieties, sizes. So whatever your dorm space, your room, your house, whatever you're looking for, we have so much in everything, every option, guys.
Yeah, and that includes crock pots.
Yes.
I know we carry Amazon Alexa. I see we have here the
Yep.
Echo Dot here, a smaller version, for the space, right?
And then what are some of these cool lights on the bottom? Because I know you were talking about those earlier.
Totally. I was gonna say I did want to point these out. On top of decor, string lights or mood lighting are a super easy way to not have to use the big light. That might not be something like you guys are super
customizing it too, making it yourself.
Exactly. So number one rule that everyone has right now in college is don't turn on the big light, which is just that overhead light that's like, I don't know why we don't like it, but we don't.
Yeah.
So we always have string lights in our rooms or some sort of mood lighting. And I actually got to try these out this summer. They're just twinklies candy lights and they're super fun. They're customizable. There's an app for them. So you can just change the colors that you have on there and they wrap really nicely around different items. But we're actually giving some of these away next week on our Instagram.
Ooh.
So make sure you're following NFM Picks because you could get one of each of these sizes in our giveaway. But these are super fun. Like definitely a must have for a room when you're personalizing it and just for mood lighting in general.
So speaking of lighting, a question came in, Ella, they're wanting to know, what are some of the hot colors for dorm rooms these days?
Ooh. I feel like it really just depends on your own personal style. I know like my freshman year dorm was a lot of green and a lot of pink, but I feel like a lot of bright colors are really in right now. I think anything that really just fits the kind of personality that you want to show in your room, whether it's neutrals with a pop of color, I think it's really easy to customize things in that way and show your personality through color.
And if you're not feeling super energetic, it might be nice to have those darker tones. So but when you're energetic and you're ready to study or something, bump it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So before we go to the next category, there was another question that came in about the air filters.
Yes.
Wanting to know, are there reusable filters?
Absolutely. You can replace them. Yep.
Oh,
carry those in store.
Fantastic. Well, let's make our way back to the next section where we're going to be talking about all things rugs. Okay, so we did have a question come in. What kind of rugs do you recommend for dorm specifically?
Anything that can fit.
It's a common theme.
Again, I think it really just depends on the kind of space you're looking at, and usually you can find like dimensions of the room you're going to live in if you haven't seen it before. But I'd say something that could just fit between two beds is another really easy way to make your room feel more homey. Especially if you don't want to be walking on the floor. I know a lot of dorms have hard floor like this and not carpet.
That's not very comfortable.
No.
It's not. So you're going to want some sort of carpet on there. And I don't know. I think anything that really speaks to your personality is good. We always had a rug and we had a living area in my dorm room. I was really lucky. But we had a rug in there and in our actual room as well.
Yeah.
It does just make it feel a little more cozy and comfy. So again, like whatever your personality is.
And here at the Mart, we have outdoor rugs, patio rugs over at Mrs. B's, over next door in the furniture building. There are so many, like she was saying, make it homey. When you come to that dorm room, make sure you feel comfortable and at ease when you walk into that space. And here at NFM, there's so many options. You're going to find something that you like in the size that you like too.
Now, it's amazing. You mentioned we had a comment. Someone was real excited to hear about that indoor/outdoor rug versatility. And you're right.
So many. At Mrs. B's, guys, there's your outdoor rugs, your patio umbrellas, your outdoor decor, anything like that over at Mrs. B's. You can find a wide variety.
We just have a wide variety right here, all under $100.
Like, this is like a cute floral pattern. Whether you don't want a bright one, it also comes in like a dark option. So no matter what, guys, there are so many different pieces to pick from. You will find something that fits your space. And when you walk in your dorm room, I think that's the most important thing. If you're leaving your house, especially for those first timers, it's a whole new world. So if you have something that you feel comfortable when you walk in the door, I think that's huge because you're not at home. You don't have all those home things that you're used to.
Yes. Yeah. Great tips. And I noticed here, we actually have a lot of these available for under $70.
Yes. They're a good size too. 5 by 7 almost.
Yeah,
This would fit almost anywhere too. I don't remember the exact dimensions of my dorm, but these all look like they fit super easily.
yeah, and like you had said, Samantha, there's a huge selection also over in Mrs. B's.
Especially for the outdoor patio stuff. Yep, make your way over to Mrs. B's for anything like that.
Yeah, fantastic. And also, just a reminder, maybe you're just joining us. We're talking about all things back to campus. You can win a $200 NFM gift card simply by adding a comment or asking a question during this live stream. So that's everything about, do we sell pads for the rugs, for non-slip?
100%. Yep, that will be over in our furniture building. So if you want to come in, look for those rugs or the pads, make your way over there. They will help you out. Someone will be able to assist you.
Okay, awesome. So we've made our way around some of the key necessities that you need to have a great living experience. Now, there is that element. Ella, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I've been in school. There is a component of studying and doing work, right?
That is a big part of it.
For some people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. The parents are proud. Well, the good news is we've got that area, right? So let's go over to what we might consider the scholastic, the studying, the working component of college life. What have we got here? We've got here, it looks like a fully functional desk, a comfortable chair. Samantha, do me a favor, walk us through this setup
Absolutely.
here.
So when it comes to your dorm space, we understand that you might not have the largest room. So a desk like this might not fit in your specific area. Once again, I know I've said it a bunch, but we have so many different sizes, colors, varieties. This one's great. It has your 2 tiers, so you can store stuff up top, as well as having your keyboard, everything down here. When it comes to chairs, there are so many options, whether you want the newest high-tech style of chair, if you just need something more comfortable for your back, we have everything here at the store. This guy, for example, he's about $160, but we have an array of prices. We were mentioning the rugs before. I just think it pulls the space together. You got the pop of pink here, pop of pink in the carpet, everything else. Once again, we have our designers going around, putting all of these pieces together, making our showroom look absolutely beautiful. So if you like anything that you see as we're walking around, come into the store, ask one of the associates. We can absolutely point you in the right direction of what you're looking for.
As I noticed here, we've got a really nice monitor.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got computers, tablets, all of your electronic
all the tech
needs.
stuff. What would you have wanted your first year as far as tech goes?
Good question. I think something that we always looked at were like speakers, or I did end up getting a monitor my freshman year because it was nice to have like something at home versus I needed my laptop for like classes and whatnot. But I feel like everything we're looking at here reminds me a lot of my younger brother. He's a big gamer and desk, like he lives at his desk, and that chair looks a lot like one he would love. And so he not only like would study at his desk, but he definitely spends a lot of time like socializing at his desk. I guess if he's playing games with his friends, like that's still something a lot of people do in college.
Socializing.
Sure. On video games. But I just think like having this space would be really nice, maybe in like your junior, senior years as well, like when you need to furnish an apartment or a home. Because like you said, it might be hard. You could fit this under a bed if you chose to do this instead of like some sort of seating. You totally could. But I think this is totally something that someone could get a lot of good use out of.
Yeah, that's a good point you bring up, because it's not just something you have only 1 year.
Yeah, you want something you can use throughout all of your college years. Like I've kept a lot of my seating or a lot of my decor throughout all of my college years. So I definitely buy things that I have in the back of my mind that I could use for a long period of time. So something that's like durable with storage that can also be easily moved and isn't maybe like super pricey is super good. Like the longer you can get out of it, definitely the better. So you're also looking for things that you can use in different spaces. Like I've brought things from my dorm room to my sorority house to my apartment, and things have worked great in all of those spaces. So always keep that in mind.
Excellent. Well, the questions are pouring in, and we've got some pertaining to this area. So Ella, I'm going to hit you with this one first.
Okay.
What is one newer dorm item college students are loving? I know you mentioned the lighting. Any other things that really stand out as top of mind?
Good question. I'd have to think about that. I have this 3-tier rolling cart. And so
I know what you're talking about with all the fun colors and everything.
Yep. So any sort of mobile storage, I guess, whether that's like an ottoman or even like the coffee table that we were talking about, something that I can like just put all my things in. I'm definitely a little high maintenance when it comes to getting ready, I think. So I have a lot of hair products, a lot of makeup products.
What girl isn't?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
what girl isn't?
exactly. Well, my brother might be worse. He has a lot of hair products too. So it's not just me.
Andy has a good assortment too.
Yeah, I can
believe it.
relate. And it's another thing about making or breaking the outfit. You know, the hair's got to be
It's got to be good.
spot on.
And so exactly. So I keep all of those items in my 3-tier rolling cart, and I easily can just like roll it behind my door or somewhere where I don't have to look at it. But even if it's out in the open, it looks like my things are nicely put together, because you're not gonna have a bathroom space. Pretty likely, if you're in a dorm room, you're gonna share a bathroom with a lot of people on your floor.
Those cards.
So where are you gonna keep all of those items that you get to keep in your bathroom at home is kind of like something to keep in mind as well. Like, know where you're gonna live, and then just remember like the things that you're not going to have access to super easily. So that's really nice for me when I'm getting ready, is like a 3-tier rolling cart. Lighting is my favorite though. That's always my favorite part of decorating my room. It doesn't feel like
changes your
home.
mood. You know, it can change your mood. You can be in a bad mood and you come into a warm, bright place.
Definitely.
Excellent. Now, before we go to our next area, I did have a question. Someone wanting to know pros and cons to a stand-up desk.
The pros and cons. I have a friend, she works from home. She's not necessarily back to campus, but she works from home, and she is on her computer from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. She gets tired. Her back hurts. She loves the versatility that you can raise that up. She can stretch. She can still work. It doesn't interrupt anything. When she's feeling better, she can lower it back down. It changes your body a lot. You can move around a lot better. You're just not as sore. I feel like when you're working from a sitting desk all day long.
Okay,
those
great.
walking pads too. Have you seen those?
I have.
You
yes.
put that on with your standing desk.
If you're gonna get a standing desk, get that as well. Absolutely. And so before we go to the next section, just want to remind everybody that's watching, we are giving away a $200 NFM gift card. All you need to do to enter, submit a question, submit a comment. Keep the comments coming, the questions coming. In fact, to cover one area, people were asking when they saw the monitors, could you also use that as a TV? If not, do we also have small TVs or iPads? There's several options of which screens work best for you.
Especially if you're studying in a group or something, you can screen it to those computer screens, so you all can be looking at a larger screen instead of all huddling around and looking at this one small phone. It's a lot better. It's more spacious that way too. So we carry an assortment of computers, TV screens, monitors, all of it, guys.
Excellent. Well, we've done such a good job focusing on the scholastics, on the studying. We deserve a little bit of a reward, right? So now it's time to think about party time. Right? that is still a thing in college, right? There is some type of party. Okay, well, let's make our way over to this entertainment area here, because we've had a lot of questions come up. People wanting to know specifically about party speaker. So, Samantha, what can you tell us about the party speaker?
So when it comes to your speakers, guys, obviously music gets you pumped up. Music gets you in a whole better mood, whether you're going out for the evening, you're just getting ready for that test the next day. So many different speakers. A lot of them are so fun too, because they connect and they'll actually light up with the beat and everything of the music. And when we're talking about those $200 gift cards, I'm kind of looking around and I see so many things that are under $200 here right now. So if you win that gift card and you like one of these speakers, if you like anything else you've seen, a lot of it's under $200, but a lot of these are Bluetooth enabled. You just connect it to your phone. If you don't like your music, you can have your friend connect to it too to play that stuff.
Is hijacking people's music's a big thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone thinks they got the best docs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, along those lines, is karaoke still a thing?
For sure.
Okay, so Ella, put you on the spot here. What's your go-to karaoke song if we were to put you on the microphone right now?
Let's do "Cruel Summer" by Taylor Swift.
Good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything Taylor Swift I can do pretty good, probably for karaoke. Yeah.
Oh, so not only is it your favorite song, I heard you can do it pretty good.
Oh no.
Well,
I thought.
I
Did you hear that?
I think she does a good job, but that's just me being a little biased.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we did get some logistical questions come in. So, folks wanting to know, do we deliver to the dorms?
Absolutely. Guys, we deliver anywhere. Even if you're not here, local routes, we go out of town routes and everything. If you do not want to wait for a delivery, which is not too far out, you can always come in store, pick it up from the warehouse, or walk out with it that same day.
Okay, fantastic. And people have been asking also, can you talk a little bit about any type of protection plans that we offer for these products?
It's college, guys. Stuff gets a little crazy. If you don't want to spend $240 and then a couple weeks later it breaks, we offer protection plans on everything, especially your computers. It's super important to protect something like that. That has all of your homework, all of your studies, everything on that computer. So we definitely recommend protecting that with our Square Trade protection plans.
Question came in about party speaker specifically. They did challenge. There was a challenge about your singing ability,
Absolutely.
but also a functionality came in, not about your singing, but about the party speaker.
Yeah.
Wanting to know, is it something that you charge, or does it need to remain plugged?
Plugs right in, guys. Now, some of these little portable ones, they might be, battery charged, but a lot of these will just plug right into your space.
Okay, gotcha.
Your little handheld, your portable ones, those are definitely charged.
Gotcha, fantastic. Well, it's great to hear that partying is still a thing in college. I want my son to
For 21 year
learn a
olds.
lot, but okay, so that's the caveat.
Sure.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, you use speakers for more than just like a party too. Like being in a sorority, we have a lot of days coming up, especially soon, where we're going to be spending a lot of time together, getting ready to welcome in new pledge classes. And I'm thinking like bid day specifically, which is like kind of unique to Greek life, but any situation where you're going to be with a lot of people, music makes the mood a lot lighter.
Even
So,
like me
yeah.
for cooking. When I'm cooking, I like
me
to
and my
have
friends.
music playing. I do
Yeah.
not like silence. So for me,
No.
I always have music on.
Yeah. Like these work great for anything. I will say like the number one thing we're always like is who has the music, who has the speaker. And if you're in like a big area, you're gonna want something.
You're gonna want something bigger.
Oh yeah, something bigger like this. Like this is something we need for bid day.
And a lot of this stuff we have in stock too, guys. So if you're like, hey, I want that. I have something coming up this weekend. Come on in. You can grab it.
So it's perfect because not only are these great tips that you're providing and great products that we're offering, but we're allowing someone to set up to have the place to not only for you to enjoy, but all of the guests that you're hosting that want to come in, whether it's for study time or a party. Now, I did want to remind everybody that we've got a contest going on right now in conjunction with this live stream. And the winner will be announced during this live stream. So we are giving away a $200 NFM gift card. And all you have to do to be eligible to enter to win is to submit a question or a comment. Okay, so we've had party time. We did the study time. Even as a college student, there comes a point where your energy level runs low and it's time to refuel and recharge, right? So let's talk about the elements of the all-important sleeping. Okay, so let's go over to this area here. So do me a favor, Samantha, walk us through some of the components that we have featured here in the area of
Absolutely. So once again, when we're talking about customizing, making the space you're feeling comfortable when you get home, so many different options of pillows, blankets, even these nice throw pillows. I know like if I was going to college, I would love this as a gift. It's $29. It is a nice, comfortable pillow, and it also comes with a blanket. So an assortment of gifts.
Ooh.
Isn't it so soft?
Yeah, especially winter time. I could see that.
It's just great. Like I said, it's just very plush, very soft. We have so many different comforters, sheets. Even if you're one of those warm sleepers like me, we have all of your cooling stuff as well. So when it comes to your cooling pillows, and I know you were saying something about dorms, you're getting a new bed that you don't know who has slept on it, correct?
Yeah. So one thing that I think it's over there on the bottom shelf, Andy, but one thing you need to have is a mattress cover or a mattress protector. This just goes right on top of your mattress when you get it. If you really think about it, a lot of these dorm buildings have probably been around for a while and those mattresses stay with them. So anything you can do to keep yourself just protected from those are
I don't want to
nice.
you don't know who
put your
slept
sheets
in the
on
bed
top of,
before
too.
you, so that definitely makes it more sanitary.
Let's make it your own.
Exactly.
This is a must-have for sure. I've never ever gone to school without one of these.
I
for
would
sure.
go absolutely.
Andy handed me this. This is one thing I told him that I could not have lived without.
What is it?
It's a fan. I kept this right by my head on my bed. And I will say one thing about dorms is you might not have the ability to control the temperature of your room because you're sharing a building.
I feel like a lot of times you don't, correct?
I never did. And so this saved me in the summer. I couldn't even sleep under my sheets. It was so hot. So I kept this up by me every single night. And it was also just a nice like white noise. So any sort of portable fan is really, really nice to have. And this I see a picture too, like even on your desk when you're studying, just something nice to have in your room. But again, like you were saying in the winter, like those warm blankets are also really nice. You need something for both, but when you're first going to school in the fall, it's really nice to have a fan. You don't want to overheat when you're sleeping. So.
Now, I'm a warm sleeper, so when it comes to that,
Yep.
like we were saying, we have our cooling pillows, we have your cooling mattresses, anything like that, guys. Over in the bedding, it's next door to the furniture aisle. It's in the basement. If you are looking for beds, your futons, bedding, accessories, anything like that, make your way over to the furniture building. It's located downstairs in the basement. Any of the associates would be able to help you out. When it comes to your storage as well, I think these baskets are so cute. They're dyed bluish color. There's 3 different sizes for you too. So once again, if you want to come find something that fits your aesthetic, your style, I just think these are absolutely adorable.
I love those. Those would be great for anything, even in like a shared space. Like if you had those on the ground or on some sort of on top of like a cabinet or something, like again, anywhere you can just throw all the things that you need day to day, but you don't want out in your room because you probably only have like one wall of space.
It's like this one.
Like just a wall. So anywhere you can just throw things, like I'm thinking hats or like extra shoes or just
anything
like
sandals, like a bunch of your sandals could
Exactly.
fit in here. Anything.
Literally anything. But you, like you said, they're really cute. If you have blue in your room, that'd be really fun.
Even towels, you can fold up some towels and put them in there
Towels
for
would
towel
be-
storage.
Yeah, totally.
All about the versatility and putting the fun and functionality.
Sure.
And the
Yes.
softness.
The fun and the softness.
Yeah.
And questions that you addressed, Samantha. It's
Yeah.
like you knew these questions were coming in.
It's not my
Folks were
first
asking-
rodeo.
It shows. Okay. People are asking about
Yeah.
sheets and cooling sheets. And you mentioned cooling mattresses.
All of it. Your mattresses, your pillows, accessories, anything, guys. Next
all
door.
of those available. Oh, awesome. I want to remind everybody too, we've got an excellent promotion going on in a contest giveaway with this live that we're having with Back to Campus. We're giving away a $200 NFM gift card. And all you need to do to win is submit a question or a comment as we're going about this live stream. And by the way, the winner will be announced. We're announcing the winner live during this live stream. So now that we're refreshed, we're recharged, we had a great night's sleep or a great power nap. Do college kids call it a power nap? Us middle-aged people do.
I do a lot of power naps.
Okay.
And during right around 2 or 3.
Okay, so,
Right.
cool,
Yeah, nap for
excellent,
an hour,
excellent.
get back up.
Yep.
Naps are very underrated, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Kids do not understand that. They think it's a punishment.
I was gonna say I don't know why I ever
Yeah.
never wanted to take a nap.
I always want a nap.
You know?
Well, now that we have successfully recharged,
We can take a nap.
Well, yeah, we can take a nap. Or if we're thinking, you know what, let's say it's a typical college weekend and we had the Friday night partying, we had a great night's sleep, and it's time to go outside and either do some tailgating or maybe just enjoying the outside and thinking about bringing accessories with us, for our beverages, which can also mean water or Gatorade.
Water.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, the importance that, that's a safety component. And so let's go through some of those accessories and products that we have that allow you to have that awesome, enjoyable outdoor time, whether it's tailgating or just hanging out outside with your friends.
When it comes to your outdoor stuff, guys, we have everything you need. Once again, we went over speakers. Everyone needs a speaker for tailgating, a bunch of different sizes. Yetis, I would say, are one of our most popular products right now. When we're talking about accessorizing and making it your own, there are so many different colors, sizes, options, whether you like your pop-up lid, if you like more of the durable slide off top, whatever you guys are looking for, so many different options. Will you show them the ones with the handle so it's a little bit easier to walk around, carry them around campus? There's water in there, right, Andy?
Yes. I'm
I
not
like
going to drink any right now.
I like the straws on those as well. I feel
Agreed.
like I always like straws on my cups personally, but that's
Absolutely.
just and this one has a flip up straw, so this would work too.
And these are perfect
Those are
even
great
if
for
we're not talking
backpacks.
about, back to
Yeah.
kids, even just children going back to school for their lunches, their lunch bags, anything like this. I love the Yetis. It keeps everything so cold or hot. If you're drinking your hot coffee, it'll stay hot for a long time. Speaking of keeping things cold, the Yetis coolers, they are hands down one of our top sellers, guys. They are large and in charge, okay? Lots of storage inside of them. They also have these little caddies, so if you want to put anything easier access up top. The storage on these, huge, okay? Also, it's really nice. They're not going to bust open or anything while traveling.
Out that I find really
Yes.
exciting and it's a good safety component too. Did you know that these are certified bear resistant?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Your stuff's protected.
If you're in
'cause,
college out in
bears are
Colorado,
The bears would steal
Yeah.
your water, probably.
Well, I know for me, I would definitely have some food up here in
Yeah,
this
if you had
top
some
part for
snacks in
easy
there,
access. I
would
always have
take it.
snacks. They would take it.
Well, I can't.
So
So-
they can.
so
It's bear
questions-
proof.
We have had some questions come
Yeah.
in about the coolers, not pertaining to bears per se, but wanting to know, do we sell backpack coolers?
Yes, we sell the backpacks, whether it's your little strap-on bags. We even sell Yeti lunch bags, guys. So to keep your lunch cold on the go.
Yeah.
Colors, sizes.
I mean, you mentioned colors because that came up. Folks were asking
Yeah.
if we had more than those colors. We pretty much carry.
We
every
just came
color.
out with the brand new colors. We have that nice key lime green. And then I also just bought myself, it's a nice Cabernet deep red wine color too. And like I said, they come in every single size. I think this is a brand new color. It's brown. It
Love
almost
it.
looks like leatherish. I don't know. I'm really digging the new brown color
Yeah,
too.
I like that.
So yeah, we just launched the brand new colors. They're absolutely over there, ready for takeout today.
Fantastic. And I noticed here we've got like a smaller grill. I don't know if these are like made for portable grills or, space is at a premium, but you still want to have that every now and then, have a cookout, have a barbecue.
Yeah, if you
have
can't
something
fit a
fun.
Traeger or something in
Yeah.
your dorm, and obviously you wouldn't be able to use this in your dorm, maybe. But like
Take it
you
right
said, they're a
outside.
little, oh my gosh, thank you so much. We just had someone run. These are the new colors I was telling you about. I am obsessed with that green. I think it is so cute. When we're talking about lunch boxes, this is huge, guys. Okay. It also comes with a strap, so you can literally strap it on for when you're on the go, carry it around. Yetis, I have a coworker that has these, and he doesn't even put his lunch in the cooler when he gets here. He leaves it up on top of one of the fridges, and it stays cold the entire time. These ones are huge, even if you're like a mom on the go or something like that. Lots of storage. They also have the additional storage inside for secure things if you don't want to lose anything. Zipper is available on both sides, and it does clasp together as well, so you don't have to worry about losing anything. I just think these colors are so fun.
Yeah, I love this green.
I'm
a
obsessed
lot.
with this green.
That is so fun.
Isn't
I'm
it the
all into
perfect summer
bright.
green?
Yeah, I'm all into like these bright colors, so I would grab that.
Yeah, and once
100%.
again, with Yeti, they're 100% leak proof too.
Yeah.
So it's never going to leak out, making a mess on your floor or anything.
One more question about keeping things cool.
Yes,
Question came up wanting to know, do we carry countertop ice makers?
we do. We carry an assortment, whether it's your GE Opal ice maker, which everyone is obsessed with the Sonic ice. Okay, everyone loves
It's like
it.
snow cone
It's
ice.
delicious.
Yes.
You get to chew on it. So yeah, we have your GE Opal ice makers, other accessories too for own countertop ice
That's a good
makers.
point too. Like, again, water bottles are big for like during the day. I never leave my room without my water bottle. We were talking about water filters earlier, but if you don't have an ice maker or a freezer, you don't have ice. So definitely having an ice maker for like iced coffee or your water every day would just be really nice to have. Or if you were gonna fill up like a cooler that you had for tailgate or something, like use that and fill up one of these little guys, or like.
And even if you're going to class, you need ice for when you're doing that. So it's really nice to have those countertop ice makers to save space.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go anywhere else to get it. You can get it from your room.
Lots of questions are coming in about the coolers.
People love Yetis. They're huge.
Is this the largest Yeti we carry, or do we have even
The
larger?
cooler?
Yeah.
I would say this is pretty close to being the larger size, but we do also, will you help me lift this down?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So once again, if you're on the move, sometimes these are a little bit easier to use, okay? They have your handles and everything. So your wheels, you just push up on this and you can actually take this on the go. Like, hey, let's go, Ella. Let's go have a drink. It's super convenient to move it around.
That's great.
Size-wise, this is a little bit taller than that one, but I think they're pretty close as far as the capacity goes itself.
Yeah, and it's what I've heard is that the largest capacity carries 160 cans.
How do you know that, Andy?
Well, let's just say I have some teammates that might be sharing that intel with me. So
160 cans, whether that is your beverages or your bottles of water, cans of soda. I know you and I would have it filled up energy drinks too. So
for sure.
Okay, yes. So a fun fact, I've actually never had caffeine before. So no, I have had Coke as a kid, but like I've never had one of those energy drinks. I never had coffee.
Ever.
None of that stuff.
We are not
Amazing.
the same.
Yeah.
We've had an
We are
energy
not
drink
the
and
same.
coffee
Right. That's
just
very
this morning.
profound. We
Yeah,
are
exactly.
not the same. Okay, so we've got one more area to check out, but before we go to that area, it's another reminder about this contest that we're having during this back to school live stream. We're giving away a $200 NFM gift card, and how to enter is simply by asking a question or leaving a comment. And so with this this area that we're going to finalize things in, it's really talking about those last minute touches, the way to, you talked about making it your own, right?
Yes.
Some questions have come in about, you know, what do you think about style, or how do you really create your own, you're making this living space Ella's. So
Yeah.
what comes to mind? And when you see some of these items here, does anything stand out and be like, this speaks to me?
For sure. I do want to say too, I feel like this is, when you said last minute, you're usually thinking about like the bigger things when you're moving in. So I can understand why decorating would kind of be the last thing that comes to your mind, especially your first year. You're so worried about having everything you need that making it your own is kind of like finishing touches. So these are all nice things to grab at the end. I will say, I feel like I love, what do I love?
I love Stuart Little's
I like
car.
This is just like, okay, this might be random, but I'm a gold
Oh, that's
girl.
cute. I didn't even
I
see
love
that
this.
down there.
This
Yeah.
could be a fun like bookend or something to put on top of like, I don't know, just like a desk or something. Like little pieces of decor that show your personality are huge. Like when you invite people over for the first time or just hanging out, or even like friends you've had who come to visit you, it's always fun like to be like, hey, can I go see your room, or can I see your space? Because it says a lot about who a person is. So the more fun little things like this that you have, the better. And we were looking at these earlier.
We were kind of obsessed with these.
Yeah,
I think
really
they're
like this too.
adorable. And once again, if you're trying to hide stuff, if someone's coming over and you're like, crap, I need
Ooh,
to
secret
clean.
hiding spaces. I just thought it was some miniature box.
They're so cute.
But like again, but see, this is another fun thing that you could just kind of like put on top of something and it looks adorable, but you can keep things inside of it. Like I love these. I like this. I would pick
think
this
they're
white
so
one
cute.
if I did, but like you can stack them too. Like that's cute. I
It's
don't know.
very, very
So I
cute.
like things that are like that serve functionality, different functions.
Speaking of something that's
Yeah,
different
let's show
function, will you
this.
show them that, Ella? Because I saw these last week and
What?
I actually got one for myself.
And do you know what this is?
No.
Okay, so this
Take
is
a
another
guess,
thing.
Andy.
Yeah.
What do you think is in the black cute box?
Playing cards?
That's okay. I mean, you could.
Here, if I open it, do you know what it is?
Is that like you put your watch in?
You could. So it's like a jewelry organizer. And so you can tell I have rings and necklaces and earrings on. Those are small things that can easily get like lost or hidden in your dorm room. So this is something, I actually had one almost exactly like this my freshman year. Super easy to stack on top of a dresser, or like even put something fun like this on top of it. Doesn't
that
take up
matches too.
Exactly. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but really nice to keep all of your jewelry organized. Again, like those places, or just the things that you have at home, generally that you have a place for them, you might not have a place in your dorm room quite as easily. So you have to make space for it and keep it really organized and compact. And this is great. And there's 3 different ones. Like you can get them all and stack them like we have it. You could get 3 of the same color. You just get one.
It's just nice to keep it in one space, because I know
Yeah.
I have a vanity, and when I get home from work, I am just throwing my jewelry
my
off,
gosh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, where is this matching earring that I
Yes.
lost? It is so nice to have it all in one
one
space.
spot.
And when we're talking about that $200 gift card people can win,
Mhm.
these are $29, people. $29 to keep all of your jewelry in one spot. You don't have to stress
Yeah.
about finding that matching gold hoop on your way
Yes.
out.
And even like these little jewelry trays, or
Oh,
you can
they're
use this for
adorable.
more than jewelry, but like set that on top and have like the pretty rings or earrings that you want to wear the next day, lay those out.
Oh, I thought
That's
you
a-
put candy on there or
I
something.
mean,
You
could.
can.
You can put whatever you want on here.
Options.
You can.
Yeah. I think those are some of my favorite pieces. But again, like all of these different decor items would definitely speak to different people depending on your style. So that's how you make it your own.
Oh, this
Awesome.
is fantastic. So this has been so great. We've really enjoyed hosting y'all at our Back to Campus Live. I want to thank our resident experts. First, our current college student, Ella, who has shared with us all of the things that she would do to make her living space her own.
She makes us feel young again.
Yeah,
I hope
she
I
really
was
does.
helpful.
We're looking forward to you hosting us and making parties
I'll call
really
you.
cool. Because I heard
Call
my
me.
dad jokes are a really big hit.
They are. Yeah, you can come hang out
Yeah,
with us.
Andy, totally.
So it reminds me, I've got a dad joke for y'all.
Oh, good.
What
Ready?
do you call your? I made this one up.
Okay.
What do you call your friend from Prague?
The prodigy.
Your checkmate. Okay, so you can use that one.
You can tell that one later tonight, okay?
I'll remember.
And so before we wrap things up,
Mhm.
we are going to be announcing the
Mhm.
winner. And this is just a reminder, as we've taken you through every living space, every type of product that you need, that you can get all of your needs at one stop here at NFM. And we even have these back to campus displays at all of our locations. So thank you so much for joining. I do have our winner Are you ready to hear who the
Do the
winner
drum roll.
is? Thank you. The winner of the $200 NFM gift card is Kelly N. Kelly N, congratulations.
Congrats, Kelly.
Be sure to DM us your email and phone number, and someone from the marketing team will be in touch with you. For Samantha, I forgot to thank you,
It's okay.
our expert in all of these products and telling us how we can purchase them and how they all work. Thank you so much for being our expert on this.
Of course.
Well, for Ella, for Samantha, this is Andy saying goodbye and best of luck. Enjoy college.